Men don't get a playbook or, a guide on how to support their wives during pregnancy. So today we're going to talk about what I've learned, and we're going to get the perspective from my beautiful wife right here on how to do that. So it's going to be a good conversation, man. It's kind of like a podcast kind of vibe. But welcome to Fit Father Friday. I hope y'all having a good Friday. And yeah, we're just going to get into it, man. We got some, what is this, babe? Gonna tell them what it is?
A virgin mimosa. Mimosa. Orange juice.
Just some orange juice. Cheers. Well, yes, this is my beautiful wife, Brianna. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah, we're just going to talk about supporting you guys, women. What are some things that you think men could struggle with in, finding out that they're pregnant,
Just from learning, what I've learned from us is it's a big weight on men. Finding out a child's coming into the world, I feel like it's a lot more responsibility, whether perceived or actual. And so I feel like a lot of men focus on what needs to get done before the baby comes. And that's just kind of what I've seen, like whether it's finances or fitness or what do we need to fix around the house or things like that. I've seen a lot of that since we found out that the baby's coming.
Yeah, for sure, man. I know I feel like that, man. Like finances was a big one. Like, am I going to be able to financially support for, my wife, the family, everything? And then that took like not a negative mental toll, but you can tell that I kind of think about it a lot. Could you tell?
Yeah.
You could tell. Yeah. So, yeah, man, how did that affect you?
I think my headspace was so different because it was more about like preparing internally. So preparing my body or getting my emotional stability right or like finding things we need for the house that are baby related. So while you're thinking big picture and future and finance, I'm thinking like, what do I need right now in order to support the baby and my body and my health and those kinds of things. So it's both in preparation, but I feel like different headspaces.
Yeah, man, that's tough. It seems like two different perspectives. Mm-hmm. So being like one flesh, as the Bible calls it, or being together or operating as one in unity, I can see that kind of like butting heads.
A little bit.
You know what I mean? So how could men kind of support your perspective? And then how do you think you could be there for the men's?
I think you've done a really good job supporting me. I think the biggest thing is there's something new happening in a pregnant body every day, and I just want to tell you everything that's happening in my body, whether it needs to be told or not. And so you just being there and listening has been really helpful, and just wanting to learn about all of the changes too has been cool. So you've been really good at that, and just asking how you can help or stepping in where I couldn't do the dishes because it made me yak, or I couldn't cook for a little bit in the first trimester. So you just kind of picking up where I couldn't jump in was really helpful, and helping keep things tidy and things like that. Just because I don't think I realized how tired I would be in the beginning, and then it definitely comes in waves. So even though you were tired, you picking up slack was really helpful. And then ways that I can support, I think definitely like expressing my gratitude. Just letting you know that you are appreciated and all the things that you're doing are seen. I think that goes a long way. And then also just hearing you out when you're going on tangents about getting a family vehicle or future plans or those kinds of things, even though to me it seems like that's not super important right now. I know that that's where your brain is long-term and big picture. So just like you're listening to me for the things that are on my brain right now, me being able to be a space where you can just kind of dump as well. And also asking how you're doing. I think it's a big adjustment for husbands as well. And so just checking in emotionally and where I can, asking where I can help around the house or with finances or whatever, where I do have capacity. So just both of us meeting each other where we're at, I think is important.
I like that. And then a few minutes ago, you were just talking about how you had like more of a emotional or kind of like, I feel like you have like a present kind of perspective. And that's helpful for me because I am thinking like long-term future. Let's get a truck. The baby needs a car seat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't no space in the little car that we got right now. And that can turn into stress, but, and it can take away my presentness, if that's a word. So I like how you said that just being attentive to you, men could be, or me can be attentive to you, can help you emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's because like I love you anyway. So it's like I want to know where your mind and your heart is at as well. And having that future perspective, I think, can break or separate us within a relationship because we're not together. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot.
Nah.
But that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything you could see like your heart on and which you want to like talk about? Like any big things that you would like hope for a man to do for a woman? It's kind of hard because like all of this is relational. Actually, I just picked up my phone right here because I got like written questions and I wanted this to flow and stuff well. But all at the end of the day, like speaking to men, you know your wife, you know. I can't tell you what to do for her. I think we just are coming on this platform to kind of be an example or give you a start on where to go. But my advice in supporting your wife would just to be like number one, communication. Talk to her, listen to her. I said this on my previous video on my perspective on how to support a woman. But yeah, man, go check that video out. But yeah, just communicate. Talk to her, listen. Don't try to just hear her and fix something.
Yeah.
Be present, man, because men, we do like to do stuff with our hands. We like to make stuff happen, fix it. But be present and listen.
Yeah.
Doing the dishes and stuff for me. Okay, now I got some thoughts. Like doing the dishes and stuff for me is tiring as heck. But then like when I realized that your body is growing a freaking human in there, it kind of changes my perspective and it allows me to have compassion to work on a physical way, but it gives me like it's like the emotional part gives me physical strength to do the task in which you couldn't. And then also want to break that idea that women are the one who clean the house, women are the one who cook in the crib, you know what I mean? Like it's not like that. It's at least how we roll. I love cooking anyway. Cooking videos coming soon. But I love cooking, so it's not always about, you know, her behind the stove. We just like to work within a partnership. It's not 50-50 because one day I can feel like 100% and she can feel like, you know, I don't know, 1% or something. So being that I'm at 100, I can do everything in the house. Now, if that becomes consistent, then it's an issue, but and vice versa. If she's at 100 and I'm at 1, but I think the thing in which we base our home on is love. But not only love, but love rooted in Jesus. And that's how we learn because we're imperfect people. So, yeah, that's what we model our relationship on and how we, you know, what we model supporting each other on.
Yeah.
How's it been feeling? Like being nauseous was one thing that threw me for like a little loop. Cause I'm like hard, bro. I'm like, all right, just come on, just breathe. You be all right. Nope. Go outside real quick, get some air. But like, how do you feel when I'm like that, when you're nauseous?
I think you've gotten better as the pregnancy's gone on. In the beginning, I definitely felt like this man does not understand what's happening in my body. But I knew you were trying to help by like saying, let's go outside and take some deep breaths or whatever. And I was like, once you start feeling it coming, there's not much you can do. But I feel like as pregnancy's gone on, you've learned like my cues and what annoys me and what doesn't. And you've gotten a lot better. And you actually, that was something I was going to mention as a strength, is when I did get sick a few weeks ago, you said, I hope you don't feel embarrassed. And I was like, you know, I did feel embarrassed and I didn't need to. So you just made me feel comfortable in the fact that weird stuff happens during pregnancy. And so, you made me feel okay with the symptoms that come and felt safe to go yak in the bathroom, things like that. But like you were saying, I think the big thing in pregnancy is especially if it's a first pregnancy, even as pregnancies progress and you have multiple children, I think it's new for both of us. And so it's almost like you have to redefine communication and relearn each other and, kind of take it day by day, because every day is different, at least for my body. And so to be able to support one another, it's important to keep that open line of communication.
Yeah, communication for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't put my personality on her. I can't do that with you.
Yeah.
You're not soft. You strong like a mug, actually. But I'm a man, and speaking from my point of view as one, I'm a rugged kind of guy. You know what I mean? Ex-firefighter or retired firefighter. So I can push through hard things.
Yeah.
A little bit more easier when the circumstances around me are tough, like a burning building, like you got to go in that building. It could crash within a couple seconds, but like my headspace is not on dying. It's on like pulling somebody out of the fire. So all that to be said, it's like that comes with personality or mental traits of like, all right, forget this. Don't worry about this. Let's get in and let's get out. It's not, I can take that into our relationship. And I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself, but like it's just simply just like getting outside of your own perspective and then seeing it for as she's seeing it, and try to lift her up and build her up within compassion to get her to the place in which y'all both need to go to, which is ultimately, like, in my opinion, peace. Where would you say it would go, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I agree. You don't want to make it harder than it needs to be. And so by putting, I guess, figuratively, yourself in each other's shoes, really makes a difference, because you can't go into parenthood being selfish anyways. And so it's almost like a practice to, practice selflessness from the jump. So yeah, you just got to be able to get out of your own perspective and really lean into partnership and being there for one another.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm actually going to go on one of these questions just in case. Something else, just in case they might need some help with anything, you know what I mean? I got like physical help questions, relationship and connection. I feel like we really harped on communication and selflessness. Do you feel more love through words, actions, or just presence during this time?
Ooh. I feel like words really do help. At least for me, like sometimes I need to hear things in order for me to know what's going on. So definitely supportive words are really helpful, but also just presence, being there through all the steps, through looking for baby stuff, or like just, I feel like they go hand in hand, words and presence. So through that communication, if you're like in the other side of the apartment and I'm trying to talk to you, it doesn't really feel like we're connecting.
Man, we be screaming on the other side of the place. I'm like, huh? It'd be crazy. Yeah.
So I think like a good mix of everything. And again, it goes back to communication.
Yeah.
Like, what do I need at that moment? And you're getting really good at asking, like, what do you need me to do?
Yeah, man. You just go, listen more than you fix, bro. Don't assume. Yeah. It's mean at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I feel like we just straight to the point kind of people. I don't know how long this video has been going so far, but for the duration of this, I think the title could even be just like communication and selflessness and supporting your wife. I think those are the main things that kind of harp around it.
Yeah, because it's different for every couple. I'm sure some people, I don't know, just need a hand on the knee, and that's like enough for them to know it's all good. For me, sometimes I need you to spell it out. So it just depends on, communication style and preference and what each person needs.
Yeah, man. Or how have you been feeling in general with pregnancy? Just from being like a, unpregnant lady, and then like boom, you like pregnant. Like how does that?
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I've been blessed with a pretty easy pregnancy. I was like nauseous in the beginning, and I've never really experienced the big mood swings, although I am pretty emotional in general beforehand. So I feel like it's something I've learned to navigate well. But I think the biggest thing is noticing changes in my body, and that doesn't take a mental toll on me, but it is. I just didn't expect. I mean, I knew my body was going to change, but I just didn't expect so many changes. So it's helpful to be able to like bounce stuff off of you, be like, oh my gosh, this is what I noticed today, or this is what I learned on my pregnancy app. So that's been nice. But overall, pregnancy's been pretty easy for me. I've been sleepy. I've needed a lot more naps. And now that I'm entering the 3rd trimester, I definitely need to stretch more and exercise more. So going on walks and things has been nice. But yeah, I feel pretty good about it. I'm nervous about birth, but
yeah,
that's part of it.
We'll get there.
That's the end of it. That's what you have to do.
Step by step, man. You got to get it out. You can't hold it in. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like your pregnancy has been pretty easy compared to the other symptoms and, emotional stuff that I hear other women doing. So it's just like, I feel like I got it kind of easy. You know what I mean? Like, in fact, it's more motivating toward me, especially like with being present. You're talking about like, I need to do mobility work and all of that. I'm like, shoot, I probably need to do some mobility work. I need to eat healthy. I need to, like, when I'm cooking, I got to like check if we eating like healthy meals and stuff. So I'm not just going out buying food or pizza because it's easy. I'm like being intentional with all of this stuff. So it's like a plus that within your changes is kind of changing me. And, and I said this in one of my previous videos that the baby is changing me, but I feel like that's true, but I feel like my wife is changing me as well, because she's the one who can speak and stuff. And while I'm kind of future minded, thinking about the child and how I'll be, for them, she's here right now. So it's just like, I can talk to her and listen to her, and I can, like, that I feel like within itself is growing me in preparation for the baby. That makes sense. Yeah. So, yeah, man. But that's it, man. Hopefully that really, open you guys' eyes to something, to get an understanding on how to support your wife. Again, we don't know your lady, you know what I mean? You know her. So I think communication, though, still plays as number one. You can't assume, you gotta listen in order to how to, work together as any team. As a firefighter, you gotta listen. You gotta know strengths and weaknesses before you go in that burning building, or that building will crash on you. So work together as a team and realize that y'all aren't alone in stuff. Y'all got resources out there, but most importantly, you got each other. So yeah, supporting, communication, selflessness. Woo. I killed my freaking mimosa jank. Orange juice jank. I'm surprised it lasted that long. Normally I'd be like done, bro. But we did it.
Thirsty.
All the time, man. Anyway. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching this, by being a part of, this community, by clicking the video. It just shows, where your head is at, so I'm proud of you for clicking it. You're doing the dang thing, bro. If nobody told you, I'm proud of you, and you're doing it. Benny.
Dog's dreaming.
Benny.
Hi, what you dreaming about?
He said, woo. He be twitching and crap.
What you dreaming about?
I'm out here pouring my heart out to the viewers, and then you just twitching. But make sure y'all subscribe so you can see when the next video is coming out. And comment down below, man, what's some stuff that you're doing to support your wife? It may help somebody else that's reading or watching the video. So much love, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace. Cool.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Should we start a podcast?
Might as well.
Cool.
Turn the fan on because it's freaking hot, bro.
It is hot.